Hi, this is Kendra from Pencil and Pigment, and today is the last Sunday of the month. So I'm doing my No Buy Art Supply check-in for the month of April. Now I know there's still an entire week left, but like I said, it's the last Sunday. So sort of because of the shape of this month and how it looks, there's going to be 5 Sundays next month in the month of May. So next Sunday, a week from today, I'm going to be doing sort of a 4-month overview, review, sort of my takeaway from each month, a lesson I've learned while doing all these different creator artist challenges and simultaneously doing a no-buy. And we'll just have a look at some of that stuff. So there'll be an extra no-buy video, which will be awesome. So for the month of April, while there wasn't a huge quantity, it was kind of pricey. So the things I wanted were more brush pens in other colors. I have a couple that are black. I did some videos about these. I'll link them if you're interested. It's a want. I've gone this far without having a sepia and a red. This is primarily just because of the art challenge I'm doing, that this is something I feel I could utilize. But I'm doing a no buy, so I just, I tell myself no. I've been trying to use up my acrylic paints. I have gone almost 5 years without acrylic painting at all. And I finally started using them, and I'm almost out of white and I have no black. So I'm running low on the amount of tints. I should have no white left probably by May, and I can't make any shades. So I feel like I need some acrylic paint. But again, I'm doing a no buy, so I'm just using up what I have and getting real creative with what's left. A traveler's notebook. It was a limited edition. It was a small passport. It was the music one. Every 3 or so years, and this is just probably something exclusive to me, I go through this mental thing where I tell myself, you should be writing more. You're not a strong enough writer because you don't do it enough. So you should practice, and you should journal more, and you should do that. And every 3 years, I tell myself this, and I buy a product, and I use it, as best as possible and do a fairly decent job for a year, and then by a year and a half it completely falls off and I can't keep up with it. I've tried those sort of line a day journals and some of those things, and it just, I don't know, I get bored of them so quickly. So I just looked at that. I was bored. And again, if I keep understanding that I'm cycling through this same mindset and not changing my behavior to sort of warrant new journals and new things, then this is something I need to figure out a different way of doing this. Either I go digital and I blog again or something, but having it in paper format is just a waste of money since I can't ever keep up with it. The last thing is gouache paint, and I picked out the Schmincke, the Hoodrum set. I know it's one of the more expensive gouache sets. I really like the Schmincke Hoodrum Aquarelle watercolors. I'm familiar with that brand. It's consistent. I enjoy it. So that's why I picked it out. I feel like some of my sketchbooks, because they're not sized, I don't have watercolor. I have an asterisk here for a reason. And I've run into sort of a gray area, and I kind of want to explain it. So because I literally didn't buy watercolor ground or any of these products, like I'm pretending I have, but we all know I haven't. I now want this because I literally didn't purchase any of that. And so I'm trying to say to myself, would I still want a gouache set for the sketchbooks I have where I don't own watercolor ground, where those pages aren't sized for watercolor? Is this something I would still want? And I have an asterisk here because I have a feeling that I would still want this product, but probably not until July or August, out of boredom or curiosity or just me wanting to want things and like having new art supplies. So I think this moved up in the natural timeline of me actually wanting to purchase stuff because I don't actually own more watercolor sketchbooks, because I don't own products that will help convert sketchbooks to be able to withstand watercolor. If that makes sense. It's kind of a weird gray area, but I'm noting it down that this is something that I would want. So this month, $318.10, which is more money than this month, but less items. So overall, it's sort of getting smaller. And I started another little chart, and I split the year into thirds. So from January to April, I would have spent $1,305.60. And I have to ask myself, at this point, being this far into the year, you know, a third of the way in, would I have realized that I spent this much? Would I still think I've only, you know, probably $500? Like, is that arbitrary number that seems okay in my mind still something I would lie to myself about and just like not acknowledge that, come on now, these are each $100. And this price doesn't even include shipping and meeting basic shipping requirements for some of these purchases that there's no way I would have. So this is what this looks like. Now, as far as empties, I'm always going to have inks for printing things and for homeschool. I've talked about this in length, like we just can't do the fillers. I wish we could. I used up a jelly pen. This is the 10, so it has a higher flow, but it's completely done. And I used up a pencil topper I make a lot of notes for my videos and notes for projects and drawing challenges. And apparently I changed my mind a lot. So I've gone through a second one of those. Now I want to say something else. I want to say that every once in a while it hits me weird that I'm oversharing on the internet. Now I know that there are lots of other channels that do tons of other things, but if I just compare me to me, which is how I prefer to compare, talking about my purchases or lack thereof is not something that I ever thought I would see myself doing. My husband and I aren't like public people. We're really private. And I just want to say thank you. So thank you for being here and following along. And thank you for sharing how your journey is going in the comment section. Time is a very finite resource you can't get back and you can't make more of, which is why I'm always so honored and humbled that you would give me some of yours. And which is why I always answer your comments, because I want you to know that you can have some of mine as well. It's important to me. And I know that it's kind of strange sharing this stuff because it is personal and the internet's kind of forever. That thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for seeing what this woman living in the forest doing art is like using up and not buying. It's kind of a strange concept. So I want to ask you, you know, how is your no-buy going? What are you currently working on? What has been your biggest temptation? Has your temptation changed any? Have you used any products up? Have you seen a change in your art, in the quality, in the types of mediums you're using because of this no-buy? I'm definitely leaning in and embracing more mixed media, and I'm okay with that. I hope this helps. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.